It's Miss Jobbins here with your character description grammar resource for Spring 1 Week 5. I hope you're all well and that you're enjoying this term's topics, particularly this one this week. A character description, you might think, Miss J, this is really easy. I really think this is too easy for you asked in Year 6. Well, in fact, we have really made this a tricky one this time because we have included so many grammar resources or grammatical terms that we really think that you need to make sure that you're listening to this properly and you're really understanding exactly what each of these grammatical terms mean and how to use them in your writing. So I'm glad that you've opened up this grammar resource today. Just like any of the other grammar resources, we are following the same pattern, that each one will be broken down with either activities, videos, and always definitions and sometimes examples as well. So, as you know, we always have the success criteria of our lesson, and you know, as you can see here, our lesson is, or our weekly lesson this week is character descriptions. Here's our success criteria. These are all the things that you need to make sure that you are ticking off as you are going along, making sure that you don't forget to tick these off, being able to show more than 2 pieces of evidence before you tick it off. That means you're able to show that you've described the character's appearance more than twice, which hopefully in a character description or a short detailed character description, you're able to describe it more than twice. What about the background and past? You've got to think about how the character speaks, moves, actions, thoughts and feelings and their personality. You've also got to include these elements here, which all of these 4 here: figurative language, 5 senses, show not tell, and Year 6 technical upscale vocabulary, including expanded noun phrases and adjectives, etc., can all be found here in this grammar resource. So you know how to use these slides. Well, hopefully you'll know how to use these slides by now. However, this slideshow will help you. I don't know why it says newspaper report. I do apologise. I think that was me trying to be clever. It is a character description. Always the professional, Miss Jobbins. With your character description. As you know, you need to go through each of these slides each day to help revisit them, also revisiting them if you get stuck when drafting, or use it to upscale your writing. It can also be used as a tool to clarify and support your learning. So you know that you have the topic title along the top, and then each of these numbers here, as you can see, are the slide pages. So, for example, if you needed to go just to one slide completely, you could just go here, and then it will take you directly to one of these slides where you can just click automatically to the lesson. So the first one you can see is appearance and personality. As it says here, it says click here on for this short video to remind you about appearance and personality. You then have the definitions here and examples. You also have an example sheet that you can also include in your learning. You've also then got some character trait word lists and emotion thesaurus vocabulary grid. These will help you, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to your writing and describing that character. I'd really think about the use of language that you're using and making sure that you are including these in your writing. So if you're writing particularly your planning or your first draft, and when you're editing and improving, making sure that you've got these in front of you to reference. Now, remember, with these sorts of words here, particularly these up-leveled Year 6 words here, they've been colour-coded for you, so all the yellows mean another word for happy, etc. So it should be quite easy for you to follow. But please remember, you can always use a dictionary if you're not 100% sure what these words mean, just to identify the meaning of them in a bit more detail. As you know, you've already seen this in your slides. You'll see that these are character description word mat. These will all help you with your basis of your descriptions. You can see how many of these wow words you could include, but we've added it here as well just as a point of reference. You've also got a really useful descriptive word mat here that you can use to describe each, as it shows here, each of them have been subheaded, so also given a subheading, so you're able to see what is what, which should be really useful in your writing. Please make sure, again, you include these. You've got higher level vocabulary here, so it's like Year 6 and 7 vocabulary to describe feelings. If you can include some of these, absolutely amazing. You can also use the thesaurus to look up some of your own as well. Remembering though, please, that if you do not know what some of these words mean, just get yourself a dictionary and look it up. It's really useful. So you've got one here for feelings. You've got one really useful one here for characters, Really, really useful, particularly words like exquisite, grotesque. You've got repugnant. What a word! If you're particularly writing about a really disgusting and awful character, they could be repugnant or repulsive or loathsome. You've then got gargantuan, which is like another word for big. They're really, really useful words, these sort of up-leveled, higher-level vocabulary fiction writing character maps. You've also then got some physical appearance ones, which should help you and be able to help you build your character particularly when you come to your planning page. It will be really useful. We'd like to see these rather than just your boring old year 2. These are all here to support you with your year 6 writing. It then again takes you through a similar slide, but this time looking at adjectives, where you click on this video here and it'll take you through directly to an adjectives video. It then describes what an adjectives are with some examples. You can also see some useful adjective word banks here as well, again broken down for you to use in your writing. You've got personification, which is a form of figurative language. We've already broken this down inside the teaching point for lesson 1. However, we do have a little activity we'd like you to have a go at here. And again, it breaks it down for you, gives you a little video and gives you an example as well. Remember, if you do have a go at any of these examples, please remember to upload them to your English page with your name and grammar resource and the topic name as well, also with your long date at the top. We'd love to see you all having a go at some of these grammar resource activities. It would be really important and really, really helpful for you. Same again with metaphors and similes. Again, it gives you an example and a definition as well as a short video to watch with some activities on the website. So please make sure that when you click on this video and watch the videos on the website, you're also having a go at the activities on there as well. You also get, again, expanded noun phrases where it gives you what it is, an example, and here is a short video as well as a picture to demonstrate. There is also here an activity as well. You might want to pick a different animal rather than a penguin and a bear. You might want to use your animal from your non-chronological report from week 2. That would be absolutely amazing, getting some of those links together. You've then taken you through your 5 senses where you've got a video here and a video here. It's also broken down for you in a lot more detail. You then have your show, don't tell. Now again, here is a video. It gives you a definition and some examples. As well as that, we've added some examples here for you. So if your character is one of these elements, you can use this slide to support you. Now, we gave you a smaller version on the website. However, you could use this to support your learning a lot better because there are more there for you. And again, you can always use a thesaurus to support your learning in this as well. Again, there's some more here, and there's another video that you can easily watch to develop your learning further and make sure that you are reading through these each, taking your time, looking at each of these examples. These break it down for you in a bit more detail, as well as this video explaining it a bit more to you. So please make sure that you are looking through each of these. Again, there's an example sentence here where it describes it, also use of like an onomatopoeic term there, and also some sentences where there's basic sentences where someone's just told them, and then this is how you can show them. So for example, if your character's happy, you can use this purple one here. If they're shocked about something, this green one here. It's always good for you to also magpie these and obviously upscale them further with your own knowledge, but you can always use these to support your learning as well. You've got the adverbs and verbs activity using Study Zone. Please make sure that you do have your Study Zone login. If you don't have it, please let us know. You should be doing 10 to 15 minutes a day with this. If you have a go at one of these and also the worksheets and the activities, maybe even the tests or the games, that will go towards your 10 to 15 minutes. So remember, really spend your time having a go at these. You've got your A Forest. Again, it breaks it all down here for you. You should be including those all the time in any piece of your writing. Maybe not all of them, but some of them, particularly in a character description. You'll want things like alliteration. You want maybe some repetition. You'll want that emotive language. You'll definitely want that trick of 3, okay? Alliteration here is broken down. You've got the song and the definition here, as well as some examples and a poster to support you. You've also then got an activity, remembering to upload it to Class Dojo once you've done it. You've got some words here that will also break down tone and mood. You might think of adding these, particularly if you're describing someone. They might be one of these tones. So tone is sort of maybe talking about how someone behaves in a certain way, or how they're talking in a certain manner, it might be one of those elements too. So you might definitely want to use one of these in your learning, 100%. It then breaks down emotive language. So you can think about these different sections here. The easiest way to be emotive is to add adjectives to describe a noun or adverbs to describe a verb. You've got some examples here, and then you've got a little task that we'd like you to have a go. If you've already done one, we're using this image, perhaps you can pick your own image, and don't forget to upload that to Class Dojo. We've then got, ladies and gentlemen, the punctuation. Now, I explained this in all of the previous grammar resource slides, but I just wanted to include this here just so, particularly in your character description, you're really using that exciting grammar, because we really think you need to be using this in your work and really making sure that it's getting across. So don't forget, you can always reference these to support your learning, and make sure that you're using exciting punctuation as well as grammatical features all the time. Now, please remember, if you ever do have any questions, do not hesitate to get in contact with us. We'd be more than happy to support you in any way we can. We're so proud of you for listening to this grammar resource, and please keep going. And we hope you enjoy this topic. Speak to you soon. Bye.